one up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways,
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Buddy up, nice number one, nice number one. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
When's the mic? What is it? Watch one. Let's go, D.
They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Motion to the back.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
The best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes two to tango. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. Watch the screen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2. Fight down these two. Fight down these two. Fight down these two. Fight down these two. Come on.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Williamson. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice. You just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Watch the run. They're running it.
This is Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Haskins to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. A starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
So Mike's number 1, Mike. Echo. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Here we go.
Looking to throw Haskins. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Haskins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 56.
2nd down, Haskins. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
We got 3 down, 3 down. Check.
On second down and 4, Mahomes.
Man, I got you.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. And even 90 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, 43, 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Bravo! 53.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Hey, tight end. We got 4.
On second down, it's Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
So that throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike's 56. Hey, Mike's 56. Let's go, D.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now Haskins on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Fight on these two. Let's go, lady. 57.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Let's go, defense. Let's go,
Into heavy
defense.
traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. Let's go, Will, lady.
Now watch one.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
They should have known.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Here we go. Set. 70 ending. 50, Mike's 50. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. He's coming.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Man left. Hey. 4 down. Check hot route. Hot. Switch. Go. Come on, switch it. Check.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now it's Haskins looking for the out route, and he's got more. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. That's it. Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the back and watch the
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Play action. Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
And going deep for Hill.
A little flare.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Let's go. Mike's number 1. What we got?
On 1st down, Bell. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike, 50, Mike's 50. He's scared. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Come on.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York.
There you go. That's a touchdown.
Le'Veon Bell. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Chiefs take over
All day, baby, all day.
at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Wide, get wide. Neil, hey, watch edge. Let it go.
Here's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I got him.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just they'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Watch twist. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long.
Kill.
Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's the Jets punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey. Watch out.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
That's trash.
57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Bang!
15. Hey, color.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st down at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Jets, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Up this magic with the